speaking to the urban community and that whole thing.
What can you do more? What's the bottom line?
Yeah.
Like all the things that you did not approach this partnership for. You approached it, obviously, you know, on the back end, these brands it's dollars, right? But I love how he even said, if you're going to take these people IP, give them a chance, give them a shot. Let them cook. What's up, Janelle?
Hey, Bronzy.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here with you in person.
I was going to say, it's really good to see you in flesh.
Yes.
In the flesh.
Yes.
You doing good?
I am. Had a great week out here in New York. Had a chance to then pop over here, and we were like, guess we're turning the mics on.
I mean, it's only right.
It's only right.
It's only right. Well,
how are you?
I'm sad because I literally 24 hours ago, I was in Barbados, soaking up the sun.
But now you get to be here with me, so
it's it's cold here. What happened when I left? I thought we were on the brink of spring. I get off the plane, and I'm like, oh no. Can I get back on and like reverse this? But other than that, I am glad to be back. I'm not excited that tomorrow's Monday and I get back into
back to real life.
I'm avoiding thinking about that piece, but all in all, good time. I had a good time away, and it was much needed. Good.
I'm like way overdue for a vacation, but
you need to get on that.
Yeah. Tapping into the group chat as soon as we stop recording. Like, all right, let's stop playing. Where are we going this year?
You miss New York?
I do a little bit. I got to hang out with a lot of friends that I haven't seen in a really long time or spoken to in a really long time. So I miss you all. I miss the people. The staying out every night. You know, like God knows when.
Yeah. Okay, so I also feel like because you were here for a short amount of time and you were like in the heart of everything, you was just like, I
was doing
I missed it all. Oh yeah. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, if I next time I come, it needs to be for a little longer time, so I don't feel forced to shove everything into.
And you still got stuff on the list that you like. Oh, I could have did this.
Exactly,
I would have did this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. Well, good to have
tired,
you.
But I'm happy I came, and also not looking forward to tomorrow hopping on a flight and then straight into the office. So
God bless you. That's what I like to say. Yeah. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers. This also has been a long time since
I know, because we got to get into some things.
Hamadi, take your sip too.
Cheers. Cool. Episode with your black ads above the fold. You ready to get into it?
Yes, episode 63.
Let's go.
Oh, on to me.
So typically I'll be like, Janelle run through the list and out, but I don't know.
We never confirm that before we actually jump on the mic. But you're right. It's my job. So we've already kind of discussed Tyler the Creator's collaboration with Louis Vuitton and with Pharrell and everything. But since the last time we recorded, they dropped a film. Very much in line with like Tyler's aesthetic and like his playfulness and all that kind of stuff. I know you've seen it. What were your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was very on brand for him. Like it kept me interested. And it's one of those things where it's like, why am I interested in this? Like it wasn't really a purpose. Like it wasn't like a storyline. It was just fun.
Yeah.
And it showed the collection, obviously, and then brought in just like cool creative elements that I feel like were authentic to Tyler.
Yeah, and there were a couple of familiar faces in there from like, you know, from Odd Future, and I think Anwar Karis was in there. I saw Taco in there. I'm sure there was a couple of people I missed as well. But yeah, I think to your point, like obviously, I mean, a story was told in this, but it wasn't like the kind of like seriousness.
Yeah.
It just felt very much on brand for him and very fun. So how many pieces in there are you copying?
You know, I immediately went to the website and I was like, you know, I'm sure I can grab a piece, maybe two, you know, if I'm really, really lucky. And I said, maybe next go around, we might be able to figure something out.
Collection 2, I will hit the lottery and
maybe collection 2, we can figure some things out, because that's when I said to you, I said, why are these prices? Are they not for us? Like I got a budget for that. It's not anything I can just wake up in the morning and be not responsibly and just be like, I'm gonna buy this. But I did enjoy some of the pieces. It made me go look and be like, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What about you?
And it was good. No, same. I mean, I can't responsibly copy any pieces, but you know me. I like living on the edge.
Yeah, sometimes every once in a while you get that irresponsible urge and you just deal with the consequence as it comes.
Yeah, but I feel like I've been doing that a little too much.
And that's when you run into an issue.
Yeah, I run out of my irresponsible allotment of purchases, like for Q1 for sure.
Yeah. Same thing happens here. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. And it made me think of something you said on the last episode where it's like, I really can see Tyler going into this space more. You know, like, is he grooming himself or grooming the industry or grooming the powers that be, like this is what I want to do, or this is something that I'm also interested in. So I'm curious long term, big picture, to see where it nets out for him in this space. Take your time.
Wait a minute, because I have a thought. Yeah, I agree, and I think that like with him doing these kind of partnerships and collaborations at this point in his career, when he gets to the point where it's like it makes sense for him to be the creative director of a Louis Vuitton, he has a resume that's like, look, like this is why it makes sense. It's not they're not going to be all those conversations of like, does this make sense? You know, should they go a more traditional route and all of this kind of stuff. He's already kind of set himself up to be a part of the conversation. Have the receipts to back it up.
But these days that doesn't much matter, as we've seen.
True, but I mean, what do you mean?
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
I mean, it's not like Lala and Airbnb or...
Exactly, we won't be in the same... Because for all I know, Lala could be, you know, top host on Airbnb. I wouldn't know because I don't know.
She's a creative director and top host.
I haven't seen the receipt, so I'm just saying, let me see the receipts.
You're right. You're more than right.
And if anybody stayed at an Airbnb, Lala Anthony Airbnb property shot, let us know. What's up?
But Janelle, I don't think that's not how it works. It's not because she has a property that she's the creative director.
I know.
But yeah, please let us know she might be a super host, like you were saying.
That's what it is, a super host.
Oh God.
But staying kind of in the realm of collaborations and the fashion space, Cam Hicks. Not sure if you're familiar with Cam Hicks' work.
Sorry to that man. Huh? Sorry to that man.
Sorry to that man. Damn. So Cam Hicks is a kind of young, creative type. He was like kind of under the wing of Virgil.
Okay.
Very much like in that camp and like from the tree.
Makes sense.
Virgil, which is from the tree of that other man.
Yes.
That he's in that space, but he released a sneaker with Reebok and a film as well.
That makes sense. Was the film? I don't know if this is the right film. Is the film that's on the landing page of his site?
Maybe.
I gotta go look at it.
You want to take a pause and look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you've seen the film, what are your thoughts?
I'm a fan.
That was good.
I'm a fan. I am a fan. I'm a legit fan. I like it. I like him. He is the creative director of the spot. Mm-hmm. And then also he directed the spot. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
We'll put a little clip in here, but for those of you who haven't seen it, basically it's him kind of parodying how these brands tend to speak to or engage with partners, collaborators. Yeah. And it's just like, give us all your your IP, give us all your thoughts, and then we are going to shove that and force that into the box of like this particular part of the calendar that we need to account for, and this particular silhouette that we need to push. And it's it can be a very transactional relationship.
Yeah.
So to see Reebok be willing to make light of that situation, make fun of that situation, and like the whole market research and speaking to the urban community and that whole thing.
What can you do more? What's the bottom line?
Yeah.
Like all the things that you did not approach this partnership for. You approached it, obviously, on the back end, these brands it's dollars, right? But I love how he even said, if you're going to take these people IP, give them a chance, give them a shot. Let them cook. Yeah, I really like that. I can watch it again.
Yeah.
And I had another thought. I can't remember what it was.
But we can come back to it if it strikes you.
It will strike me. It's going to be very random.
Okay. We'll do some editing magic. Well, I'm not going to do some editing magic.
Or we can just come back to the topic. Either way.
Cool. Well, no Witcha Black Ads episode is complete without talking about the Queen Bee herself, right? So Beyonce has officially announced, or at least named now, the project since the last time we spoke. The second act, Cowboy Carter. And released some visuals. Like the album cover and that kind of stuff.
Got you.
Those kind of visuals, not those visuals.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about it? Less than a week away.
I'm really excited to hear the music. Mm-hmm. I'm always careful about giving too much opinion to someone else's art. I wasn't thrilled with like the album title. What are you doing here?
You said someone else's art or just Beyonce's art?
Someone else's art. I try to be accommodating.
Okay.
Because I do understand that art is subjective. I wasn't thrilled with the album title. I'm like, it's fine.
Well, yes. So here's the thing. Anytime an artist like Beyonce drops a project, you're always going to have those people on the internet that are like, they know more than everybody else, and I know all the behind the scenes and whatever. Sometimes it pans out and these people actually were onto something. A lot of the times, y'all just doing too much. But I did, so like when she named the album Cowboy Carter, I think everybody was like, yeah, that's a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
But I did see a TikTok by a white woman that was talking about the significance of that name and going into like one of the first families of country music, the Carter family, and how they kind of took their style from this black folk artist, and with the whole theme being about reclaiming this genre, there may be a connection there. Maybe.
Oh.
She might be onto something. And in that case, I think that the name, if that is the case, then the name, they're all Easter eggs into the rollout and everything.
I also saw, double tapping on these theories.
Click.
I forget the name or the type of horse she's on that cover.
I saw that too.
But apparently that horse breed is born like with a darker color, like either gray or black. And then over its lifetime, or as it becomes an adult, it changes to white. It loses its pigmentation in the skin.
Yeah.
And that's also like a nod to like country music was originally a black genre, and over time it's become what's known as a white genre. And I think like you can always count on Beyonce to kind of like deliver those hidden.
Exactly.
And it's never anything that she necessarily overtly says. Mm-hmm. It's like one of those things where it's like, do your research, or if you know, you know.
Yeah, do your research. And that's why like when these theories come out, I'm more apt to believe them, because Beyonce has a track record and a history of doing that kind of thing. I'm not going to name any names of like other artists if people are like digging this deep in it.
Yeah.
It had so many layers. It's like, girl, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, right.
Beyonce, I believe.
Right. That's very true. Yeah, I'm excited to hear the album. Apparently, you can find out so much information off the internet. Apparently, this album was complete before Renaissance was even started. I saw that. I don't know how true that is.
So what, like,
that she had recorded these, I don't think it means anything. I just think, like, generally when you think of an artist, a music artist, when you create a body of work, you're like in a certain space or a certain place. And I just think of, like, in her case where she says this was 5 years in the making. 5 years ago, she was in a totally different headspace. A lot of times when you as the artist have been listening to this music and like developing it and creating it for 5 years, it becomes old and stale. And for her to still be excited and think like, okay, now it's the time to release it, I think is incredible.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy to me. I'm like, I would at this point be like, oh no, I'm scrapping it. I want to go back and redo it.
Yeah, because we do hear that a lot from artists where it's just like, oh yeah, I created this whole body of work, but like now I'm not, that doesn't speak to me anymore. And then next thing you know, it's been 6-7 years before you've heard from the artist again.
That's real. And for her to have like this unreleased and be like, all right, I'm ready.
Yeah. So that's cool. Also, tying to the rollout and promo and everything, she put up an Instagram story that was like the coordinates or like the location pin for the Guggenheim, where she had projected promo for the album on the Guggenheim. Did you see that? Thoughts on that? Did it give you anything?
It didn't give me anything. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's really dope. That's cool. But it felt like the appropriate promotion for.
Yeah, it was cool. But I was just like, oh, you know what this reminds me of? When Kanye did.
Oh yeah.
Went rogue went guerrilla style and like did all the projections, even though half of them got shut down. What
album was that for?
It was either The Life of Pablo or Yeezus. I think it was more so Yeezus.
I was about to say Yeezus. Was that his gospel album?
No. It was when he got like super.
That's
very,
when.
Like, grungy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I still never got my merch.
Damn, $20 down the drain.
I bought like 5 pairs.
You better get on the stream like Kai Cenat. Start complaining.
Don't talk about my clothes.
You got a tracking information?
No.
Anything? Did you get even a confirmation that they got your order?
Yes. I'm about to call Amex and cancel it.
Good luck.
Amex, they'll do right by me. That's what I knew what I was doing when I did it.
All right. Well, staying on the Children of Destiny, Uber One put out a spot featuring Michelle Williams. Basically, in the spot, it's her making fun of the fact that like people don't really know who she is, which I don't know how true that is. Like, I guess it's one of those things that like the internet has fun with, and so they played into it. But I mean, I guess if you had to rank the popularity of the 3 members of Destiny's Child, I mean, I guess.
Okay. My Uber One membership savings don't disappoint.
You know what is disappointing? I was in one of the most iconic girl groups and no one recognizes me.
Michelle! Michelle, you spit that out! Huh? Naughty Michelle! Michelle, naughty!
Who calls their dog Michelle?
Sorry, but are you Michelle Williams?
Yes. Yeah.
Dropped your wallet.
At least my Uber One savings don't disappoint.
Can't take you anywhere, Michelle.
Yeah, I feel like we, the culture, we know who Michelle Williams is.
Oh, so then the commercial was for people outside the culture.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I feel like Michelle can go to, Whole Foods and be fine. Where I don't feel like Beyonce.
She can go to Whole Foods, but where can't she go and be fine? If she can go to Whole Foods, but she can't go. What's the
I'm saying she can go to Whole Foods. She can be out in the streets and be okay.
In what street specifically? I want to know the exact street.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
MLK?
doing that.
She can't go to MLK without security, okay? She could go.
She can go to Whole Foods.
She can go to Whole Foods.
Yes.
Okay, That's fair. She's black famous.
She is black famous. Whereas, obviously Beyonce is global, worldwide, universal famous. Then I think Kelly is also global famous.
Kelly is global famous.
Yeah.
Okay, I can, to a lesser extent, but yeah, she did have like a little international.
To a much lesser extent, but she still is recognizable. Like, I feel like in real life, Michelle might be able to go sit on that park bench and be okay for like a good minute. And that's no dig or no shade. Like, I love Michelle Williams. Down. There's no bridge she has not been able to cross. Literally. Like, I'm less
Queen
like
of bridges, okay.
Queen of bridges. And I think that is impeccable how they even like created that and like was like, Michelle, you always gonna do the bridges. What?
Me?
But also the bridge is such an important part of a song.
And that's what I'm sure that's how they
It really is.
Michelle, you know what's like super important in the song? The brick. That's gonna be your role, girl.
I'd rather have the bridge than the second verse. I would. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay,
I'm about to
that's
like
fair.
get into my
music bag.
My
So
music
did
bag.
you like the?
Okay, right.
Did you like?
What
the
are we
spot?
talking about here? What are we actually talking about? I did like the spot.
It wasn't for us.
I don't want to say it wasn't for us, but it wasn't for us. It was cute. I like how they played in on, like you were saying, the internet chatter and things of that sort. And like she played into it as well. I think she's always been fun. So that part was on brand where she's like, oh, poor Michelle, but my accountant ain't say that. Like she said things like that before in the past. So
I mean, I like that she's just getting an op and a look without it having to be attached to, well, explicitly attached to Beyonce and Kelly.
Yeah, that's very true.
So shout out to her for that.
I just love that they all like still out here for real.
I wish some of them, one of them in particular, was out here a little more. Kelly, dropping some music.
She just gave you a whole press run for
Some music. And I still haven't seen that movie.
oh, we can watch it tonight. Let's watch it tonight. Yeah, I can actually get Janelle to watch the film,
And then we're
I'll
gonna
be
have to
here.
have another thing spot where I go in on Tyler Perry in this film. So let's do it.
Okay.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
Cool.
Speaking of things I'm fed up with, we have to talk about Denim Tears. And I mean, we've talked about Denim Tears quite a bit.
Have we?
Yeah. Oh no, we talked about Tremaine Emory.
Oh, yeah.
A bit, right, with the whole Supreme stuff.
Yep.
And I mentioned in that episode, I was like, we don't talk about it enough. But Denim
Oh,
Tears kind
yeah.
of teeters on that
Yeah.
border of like doing too much too, right? Because the hood loves the little cotton reef design, but that's like there's a whole backstory that's tied to slavery. For everything this man does ties back to slavery, and I just really want to understand why, and like, does it have to?
So it's intentional?
Yeah. Did you see what I linked there? So this is a collaboration with Comme des Garçons, like the wallets, and it is watermelon. So the outside is the rind, and it's green, stripes, and inside pink with the seeds, because niggas love watermelon. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's just doing too much. Like, what are you trying to say? Keep scrolling. With the picnic shirt. So, like, what are we doing here?
Okay.
If you're trying to tell me some story, the pieces are getting lost in the sauce, and it's just coming off very, what's the word I'm looking for? Exploitative?
It is. I was going to say tone deaf, but that's not tone deaf.
And the thing is, like, it's always very confusing, because it's like, we're talking about a black man here, and that's cool and all, but enough is enough. Enough
Enough is enough. It does feel like exploitation.
There's so many other stories to tell. And that can be a story.
Okay. So what about, right. I think you just answered my thought that I was about to say. And I was about to say, what about like bringing the art form or the beauty out of what otherwise is deemed as trauma or our oppression? And it's like, you know what? I'm actually take this and I'm going to highlight it and elevate it as a...
But where's the storytelling around the wallet? I've only seen the wallet, and it's Comme des Garçons. It's going to be at a certain price point. Certain people are going to be able to cop it. Like, where is?
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
We have none right now. You're right.
Even there's a lot of people who don't even know the story around the cotton reef design, which is now like the staple and like the hero kind of imagery of the brand. You just so my thing is like I don't want to just completely be like kill it, whatever, but just you help me understand.
It got to be
just
more
help
to
me
it.
Understand. Yeah,
there has to be a strategy.
There has to be a strategy, and I'm just missing it.
And right, with the lack of strategy, there's a lack of story. There's a lack of connection.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll learn more or do some digging, or there will be a change in the story, a pivot, something. But also wanted to pose this question. Is Jake from State Farm okay? Has anybody checked in on him? Has that man seen his family since he has signed with State Farm? He's being held hostage. What is going on?
Why do you say this, Janelle?
Because he is everywhere. They have to have cloned Jake from State Farm. He is literally at every sporting/cultural event. He is a part of the moment.
How did he become such a part of the moment?
I'm sure they gave him the bag.
You think it's the bag, or do you think State Farm is like, okay, actually at this point we're going to use you almost as our mascot? Like when people see you, you're synonymous with State Farm. So we're going to send you to sit courtside at these basketball teams. We're going to put you in these spots with these basketball players. So anywhere and everywhere you see Jake, you see State Farm, and therefore you're our mascot.
Yes, I'm sure that's exactly how the conversation went. I guess my question is less so, is Jake from State Farm okay? But is the dude that plays Jake from State Farm, I think his name is Kevin something, is he okay?
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
it seems like a very tiresome.
Think about it. You get paid to basically be a socialite.
To be a celebrity, but that can become exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, can somebody check in on the dude?
He is everywhere. I feel like
can he put in for PTO? I don't think so. Jake from State Farm gets no PTO. And that's sad.
Yeah, Jake. I would think I would be Jake.
Okay.
I heard me as Jake. Would you be Jake? You wouldn't be Jake? If y'all had the opportunity to be Jake.
To really look over that contract. Listen, at the next event, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the mix at March Madness or something. Jake, look into the camera and blink twice if you need help. I personally got you.
You don't think Jake enjoys being Jake?
Okay, Kevin, look into the camera and blink 2 times if you want.
No, but for real, Janelle, you don't think Kevin is happy with being Jake?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is he okay? I'm just asking. Like, I could see, maybe he is, but I could see a world in which he is not.
It feels Illuminati-ish.
Okay, so then yeah, we should check on him.
That's crazy. You got me thinking now. Now I'm gonna be paying attention every time I see Jake and being like.
Last time I saw him, he looked like he needed some sleep. I was like, that young man's exhausted. He needs some help.
Wow.
All right. Well, the last topic on the on the list just says Oprah, and I didn't type it. So please provide some context. What has she done now?
Okay, so remember last time we talked about she was parting ways from Weight Watchers. Mm-hmm. I think shortly after that conversation, I saw a spot where she said, Oprah, we're going to be talking about weight loss, shame, and something else. She did a special on
weight loss drugs.
Weight loss drugs. I forget the technical name for it, but it's the ingredient that's in these drugs that people are taking to lose weight. Mm-hmm. But the medications was a
sorry. Trying to hold in that cough. So
get it out. You got it out.
Yep. No. Hamadi, you gonna clean that up, right? Not the eye roll. Hamadi low-key hates me, huh?
He hates us both.
He hates us both. We love you, Hamadi.
Apparently, that drug, the ingredient in that drug is in all these weight loss drugs. I said that. Mm-hmm. The drug, as we know, is for diabetes and maybe another thing. So she removed herself from the board, or she resigned from the Weight Watchers board, mm-hmm. and then she donated her shares to the African American History Museum, which I'm like, okay, I like that. I can appreciate that. And then she couldn't be still affiliated because I said, why don't they do some sort of partnership?
Collab of the century.
And
can't wait for that drop.
That was not ever going to happen realistically. Upon further research, Weight Watchers they're like, no, we don't need no help. We don't need no help, Trina. No. You know what I mean?
Weight Watchers said, if you don't eat these little meal packs and starve yourself like everybody, do it the normal way, like everybody else.
That's the only way to do it. So she had this special.
You watched it?
I didn't watch it. I think we should watch that too.
God damn. So we're not going to have no fun tonight, huh?
We don't got to watch that. We can watch it on our own time. But I was just saying, I'm interested to see what that special was about.
Okay.
I said all that to say that because I feel like there's more to the story and we don't have the whole story. So I feel like we need to get the whole story.
She was like, I can lose weight faster if I just do a little prick. And that's what she did. What more could there be? You think there's more to the story of why she had to step down from Weight Watchers?
Not why she had to, but what is she doing now? Is she going to endorse one of these?
I'm sure she is. We're going to see her in a commercial and she, instead of I love bread, I love Ozempic, I love it. I take it every day.
I want to see on the back end. She done bought some stock into one of these pharmaceutical companies.
I'm sure she.
And now she's endorsing, but without endorsing one, because she's going to get the bag.
And that's why Oprah is.
That's what you call strategy.
Smarts.
Wow.
That wraps up. I feel like we're missing something for some reason.
Did we miss anything at the Oscars?
Not really. Yeah, we did miss the Oscars, but
okay. I do have a couple of.
Oh yeah, Da'Vine Joy Randolph won for Best Supporting Actress.
Yep.
Shout out to her for The Holdovers. Really great movie.
I haven't seen that.
It's good. That's what we should watch. But no,
is that what you watched yesterday?
Mea culpa.
Did you see the story about Jennifer Lewis? She was in the Serengeti. And she fell 10 feet onto boulders. She almost died.
What's this?
She just with Robin.
I haven't seen her since 2022. Is she just now telling us that she fell in the Serengeti?
Yeah. No.
I missed something.
Okay, so that happened. I'm just trying to think of the things we missed. It was another story somebody was talking. Regina King. Did you see her talk?
No, I haven't tapped into the interview, but I'm glad that she's back in the public eye.
We gotta watch Shirley too. Shirley.
Yes. I was scared for a minute. I was like, Tyler Perry film.
But yeah, I don't know what else we're missing. If we missed anything, we'll just have to hop back on the mic.
Yeah. And another thing.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
So, are you ready to get into Guess That Spokesperson?
Let's do it.
This one's going to be really interesting because...
That one hasn't been used for Guess That Spokesperson. If I can remember, like, ever. It's always like, this is going to be easy, and then it's like super hard, but interesting. Interesting word choice. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so the brand is Athleta.
You lost me. Go ahead.
You don't know Athleta?
I do know Athleta. I don't know any of their spokespeople.
Okay, this individual is a musician and actress in their own right.
Everybody is.
16 Grammys, 29 nominations. So now this tells you the pedigree of the individual it is. Mm-hmm. Co-founded the nonprofit organization Keep a Child Alive in 2003. This organization aims to provide support and life-saving treatments to children and families affected by HIV and AIDS in Africa and India. This individual has cited that Stevie Wonder, Nina Simone, and Prince are some of their major influences who have shaped their musical style and approach. A lot, because these are not like excellent clues.
Basic shit.
According to insiders, they are set to receive 5 Tony nominations.
Set to receive 5 Tony nominations. 15 wins.
16 wins. Now I feel like it's up to you to ask the yes or no's to get to.
Has this person won a Grammy in the last 3 years?
Let me do my research. I want to say yes. I know they've definitely been nominated.
While you're looking that up. So this person is working with, what's the brand again? Athleta. Are they known for working out or doing anything athletic? Like, does the campaign make sense? That's a yes or no question.
In my opinion, does the campaign make sense? No. Not that I know, not that I have ever recalled. Do you know who it is? Okay, so maybe in Hamadi's opinion, it's different. I'm sure the individual works out.
But we haven't publicly, like, that's not like part of their brand.
And yes. Last 3 years, you said? Yes. Is this another yes or no question, or is this like a part B to the first that yes or no question?
I asked you 2. Or don't I get 3?
You said in publicly, it's not.
Oh no, I mean yeah, that's part of that.
Oh,
but you're saying like it's not publicly a part of their brand.
No, unless I'm not public. But I didn't know. I wouldn't have.
Okay. And they're set. There was a clue about they are set to be nominated for 5 Tonys in this next, which means that they're currently on Broadway. That's I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the only workable clue.
Oh God.
So let me think. Who have I seen? I have not kept up with Broadway shows. Damn. singer and actress.
In their own right.
In their own right. Shit, I'm a singer and actress in my own right.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
You got it. 29 noms, 16 wins.
29 nominations. That's what's throwing me off. Mary J. Blige.
Alicia Keys.
I should have known. When was she on Broadway?
Hell's Kitchen is on now. Like
I said, I haven't been keeping up.
It's on. It's currently running, right?
In her own right now. Now that's a great clue. In hindsight, that's an amazing clue.
Yes. But again, she's another one you can't give too obvious of clues. But yeah,
because I feel like anything else you said.
Like think about the Super Bowl, or
I told you I saw her exhibit this week at the Brooklyn Museum.
Yeah,
just amazing art.
I got to get there. I'm going this weekend.
That's a space she should continue to explore.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. All right, so let's move into That Ain't It or Going With Your Black Ads. Who you got this week?
Easy this week. That Ain't It goes to Denim Tears and Tremaine Emory. Again, just walk me along the journey a little bit more, please. And Going With Your Black Ads, I'm going to give that to... It's kind of hard. I want to give it to Cam Hicks. I kind of want to give it to Cam Hicks. Like, that was a dope spot. I feel like, he's very much more so behind the scenes. But I could also see the trajectory that we're talking about, that like Pharrell went down, that Virgil went down, that Tyler's going down. I could see that for him as well. So I'd like to see more from him after this Reebok stuff.
Yes, I agree with both of those. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna repost that.
Yeah, repost.
Okay. One thing we did not mention is TikTok's ban. Do you think they're gonna get banned?
I hope not, for a plethora of reasons.
Whose side are you on?
You're right. Ban them. My bad. I forgot. Ban them.
Okay.
Wait, let's start over. Scratch that from the record. Scratch. Reverse, rewind. Do I think TikTok is going to get banned? I don't know. Like, I've never seen this kind of situation play out before. So it's not like we have precedent to be like, oh, this is going to go the same way that this other thing went, at least to my knowledge. Or if there is, it wasn't as big and as publicized as this. So I think that I can't call it. But you've seen that, you have strong opinions on it.
I don't want it to get banned, but I think TikTok should sell. I think ByteDance should sell TikTok to a US based company. We're not allowed to have apps in China. So China doesn't have WhatsApp or Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. They have WeChat, which is a Chinese owned based company. And it's about privacy and data regulations. So if we can't have access to your people's data and things of that sort, I think it should work vice versa. And also, the government has been at this for a while. So I think they really want it and they're not going to stop. But I also don't think that TikTok is going to sell. So that leads me to believe that it's going to be banned. I don't want it to be banned because I think there's a lot of good in TikTok for the creators, for the people that are making money, and then also for the actual TikTok workforce, like the people that work at TikTok, that do enjoy it. So
a lot of good people over there. I don't want
it
to
is. It is. It really is.
But yeah, I mean, you bring up a valid point about like the apps that we're not allowed to have China, but they're allowed to have here. But I also counter that with like, well, China is a communist country with a lot more restrictions and I would say like a firmer grasp control like over what people are allowed to do. So in that regard, I'm like, so going tit for tat in that, from that perspective, I can't see America banning, but I can from like the data and privacy side of things, you know.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe that was the piece that we're missing, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I hope that like there is a situation where everybody walks away in a win-win situation, but right now it just feels highly unlikely. Cool. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Witcha Black Ads. As always, in person, yay! Yes. As always, check out our website at witchabblackads.com and follow us wherever you follow people. Instagram.
And share. And subscribe to YouTube.
And hit us up. Let us know if you see anything out in these streets that you would like to hear us talk about. But as always, thanks for listening. And until next time, see y'all.
Bye.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. God, that's what I'm talking about. It was so black ass. It was black ass.